Hi, this is Paul. I want to make a video because we heard that in the spirit of getting rid of anything DEI, uh, Trump had the Pentagon, or Pete Hegseth, I guess, on Trump's executive order, started scrubbing things from military history, and they happened to scrub Jackie Robinson's military history because there was an incident where he was on a bus, I think in Texas, when he was in the service, when it was segregated, and they wanted him to get into the back of the bus, and he wouldn't do it. And they court-martialed him, but I think he got acquitted. But anyway, that, and also I heard that they scrubbed the Tuskegee Airmen, also women pilots, and these, I think I forgot the name of the Indians. They used I remember back, I think it was during World War II, they used these Indians, they used their language to help break the code. They sent out the code because I think the Germans were hacking their code, and they used these guys. And I think they made a movie about them called, I think it was called Windwalkers, about these Navajo Indians. I think they used their code to use their code because the Germans couldn't break their code. And anyway, they scrubbed that, and it's just again more reason again to just can't stand Donald Trump. Again, just more reason to can't stand him because he's just an absolute moron who doesn't understand history and doesn't understand, and all these idiots that try to blame everything on DEI. It's a bunch of morons. Okay, absolute morons. Okay, and it's a shame. And again, these people who voted for him, and that's why I don't feel sorry for any of these people that voted for him. And they're getting. I know there was a story even about the guy who he got married to. I think she was Peruvian. Anyway, I think she came over the country. She stayed past her visa, and then she met an American guy, and she fell in love with him. And then she went to Puerto Rico on a vacation, and then on the way back, she got stopped, and then currently she's in detention, getting ready to get shipped back. And again, just more, she's not a criminal. Although I guess technically you could say she's a criminal because she overstayed her visa, but you know what I'm talking about. She's not one of these criminals doing violent crime against people and stuff. She just overstayed her visa, and just because Donald Trump has a bug up his behind about getting rid of immigrants, which is really retarded because immigrants don't commit crimes as much as regular Americans do. They pay their taxes and everything else, but Donald Trump has a bug up his behind, and that's why it's going to be a rough getting through these years with him in the office. It really is. It just really is with everything between trying to erase Black history, the immigration standard, because I don't think it's going the way he expected it to go. The ICE enforcement thing, and then of course now he's I think he even threatened to, because I remember there was a couple of weeks ago there was an incident where he was meeting with all the governors and stuff, and he was trying to chastise the governor of Maine, I think, and then she said she'll see him in court, and now he's trying to hold back money from their state. Again, just being petty and petty and spiteful and narcissistic. Okay, and I also heard last night that he got rid of the Secret Service protection for Clinton, I think Clinton, Bush, and Obama, and Biden. Again, just being absolutely petty. Okay, no reason to do it, just out of spite and to be mean and to be petty. Okay, and that's why, again, like I've told my friend this, and his karma is going to be awesome when his karma hits Donald Trump. It's going to be awesome, and I already make a prediction about his karma. His karma is going to be when he winds up in prison and he's going to die alone in a cell somewhere. Okay, that's what I think his karma is going to come for. It's going to come from him because if he survived these 4 years, okay, I think at the end of it, as soon as the next president comes along, he's going to get indicted. Okay, and this time I think they're going to learn their lesson. Unlike the coward Merrick Garland, who waited way too long to indict Trump and let Trump basically run out the clock. Okay, and Trump should be actually sitting in prison right now somewhere, but instead he's sitting in the White House destroying this country. And it's an absolute shame what's going to happen. But again, like I said, I think his karma, all the things that he's doing, all these spiteful, petty things that he's doing, okay, and just being petty. And when he touched Social Security, and I know they're going to try to do it, they're going to try to touch Social Security and Medicaid and stuff, and watch that people are going to revolt. People are really, really going to revolt. because I keep seeing that commercial all the time. They say, don't touch Medicaid. Tell Congress not to touch Medicaid. Okay, and if they attempt to do it, I think they're really going to have an American revolution. I know I made a video last week talking about an American revolution is probably what's going to be needed to get rid of MAGA, and I think it's gonna come pretty soon because I think people are fed up with it. Exactly, people I think are just fed up and tired of all these petty things that he's doing in this country. Okay, between the tariffs and all this other stuff that he's doing, people are getting fed up. Okay, and I think it is gonna come down to an American revolution to get him out. And whether he stays 2 years or 4 years, it doesn't matter to me. I think his karma, which I definitely believe in karma, and I think his karma is going to be he's going to get convicted of something and he's going to get sent to prison. And again, remember there was a guy. I remember I said this before. I think in another video. Remember, for those who don't know, I live in New York, and there was a gangster named John Gotti. He was a Gambino crime boss, and for years the feds kept trying to get him, and so much so they kept blowing it, and I think they even called him the Teflon Don because he kept beating these cases, these RICO cases they kept trying to put on him, and until finally they got Sammy the Bull to turn on him, and then he wound up getting convicted, and he wound up getting cancer in prison, and he wound up dying alone of cancer in prison. Okay, after all that, calling him the Teflon Don, him running around in suits and stuff, and seemingly untouchable, but the feds kept trying and trying and trying, and then finally they got him. And I think the same thing is going to happen to Donald Trump. I think, again, let him keep doing all this petty stuff and keep adding it up, because I think exactly what's going to happen is at the end of these, if the Democrats win the House, they're going to start doing all these investigations on Trump. And that's why I think he's trying to speed through all this stuff that he's trying to do, because he knows if he loses the House, they're going to start. He's not going to be able to do anything. They're going to subpoena everything. Elon Musk is going to get subpoenaed. Every one of his cabinet members are going to get subpoenaed, and everything. He's going to stop his. They're going to stop his agenda cold. That's why he's trying to squeeze everything in before the 2 years, because he knows next year if they win the House, they're going to jam up everything. He won't be able to get anything done. But I still think his karma is going to come in the form of him getting convicted when his term is up and over, and whether he gets in, he may be again, like I said, he may be even get impeached again. I wouldn't put it past me if he gets impeached 2 more times. Okay, because he's just all the stuff that all the cruelty. Okay, and the cruelty is the point, and also the point is that he made sure this time he had a bunch of complete yes men that won't say no to him in his cabinet. And again, all those people, like I tell my friend, all those people in this cabinet, okay, all those yes men that are saying yes now, all of them are probably going to wind up getting convicted and sent to jail. All of them. I guarantee you, all those people in this cabinet are going to get indicted. If they don't leave before the 4 years are up, they're going to wind up getting indicted and convicted. I can see it. Marco Rubio, Pam Bondi, Kash Patel, all those guys, Pete Hegseth, all of them. I can see it happening. They're going to get subpoenaed and stuff, and they're going to get indicted. Exactly. The next president, which I think is going to be a Democrat, I think that I think you can guarantee that they're all going to get indicted. And they're going to make sure this time, unlike Joe Biden, I think that they're going to smarten up and say this time we're not going to let him get away with everything. They're going to get an attorney general that's going to indict Trump on day one. Okay, and I can see that happen. They're going to say, listen, we're not going to keep BSing with all this stuff. Trump, we're gonna kill MAGA by cutting off its head, and we're gonna get Trump the day one. I guarantee you, on day one, as soon as that new attorney general gets sworn in, he's gonna indict Trump, and Trump is gonna wind up getting convicted and going to prison. And I think he's gonna die in prison. That's just my prediction. It's not a spoiler, but just my prediction. And I think just because of all the cruelty that he's hammering out, and all the pettiness and all the vindictive, there's no reason to take the Secret Service, the clearance away from all the former presidents. That's just being petty and spiteful. Okay, there's no reason to do that. He's just doing that to be a dick. He's just doing it to being a dick. Okay, and again, like people said, the cruelty is the point. So you know what's going to happen to you? Karma is going to come for him, and it's going to be lovely. The karma he's going to get is going to be absolutely lovely. He's either going to die in prison, okay, or he's going to be set. He's going to go to prison for. He's going to go to prison for a long time, okay, and it's going to be beautiful. And oh my God, you just can't wait. The dancing in the street that's going to happen when he gets sent to prison is going to be tremendous. Okay, it's going to be fantastic. Exactly. So let him try to get all his cruelty into now. And like I said, all those people in his cabinet, all these yes men that he got in his cabinet right now, they're all gonna get. They're all gonna. Anytime anybody messes with Donald Trump, they wind up going to prison. Okay, and there won't be anybody to save them. Okay, they'll be all getting convicted. And if I was the next president, I'd make sure that would be day one. I would tell my attorney general as soon as he gets sworn in. I say, you indict Trump day one. I want him indicted for everything, for all those crimes from January 6th, all that stuff. The classified documents case that they threw away, all that stuff. I want him convicted. I want him indicted, and we're going to start that trial. That trial is going to resume right away. The Georgia case, all of it. Okay, and he's going to pay the price. Okay, because right now, like I said, he's getting away with it for now, for the moment. But his karma is going to be love. It's going to be a thing of beauty. It's going to be magnifique. What's going to happen to him? He's going to wind up in jail. Okay, and it wouldn't surprise me if he ran to Russia when he knows that they're going to indict him and stuff. If he got on, jumped on his Trump blimp and Trump plane and try to run to Russia to try to escape being sent to prison. It wouldn't surprise me if he tried to do that. Okay, although if I was the feds, I'd make sure that idiot, I would put ankle monitor on him and make sure I say he has too many resources and he knows too many rich people. Okay, so we want him jailed. That's what until trial. Okay, and that's exactly what I would do. I said stick him in jail. Okay, and I said and you know what? Since he took the Secret Service protection away from those other former presidents, I'm going to take it away from him. Okay, and let him fend for himself in prison. Okay, I'll tell him I hope he survived the knife fight in prison. Okay, and tell him don't drop the soap. Okay, but again, karma is coming for Donald Trump, and I cannot wait for that karma to come. Okay, for all the stuff that he's doing right now and the stuff he's done in the past, that karma is coming for him. And like I said, it's going to be a thing of beauty. It's going to be magnifique. Anyway, let me know what you think. If you think Donald Trump will get his karma, will it be in 2 years or 4 years? Unfortunately, I think it's going to have to be in 4 years because even if the Democrats win the House, I don't think they'll win the Senate. I think there's too many. There's just too many members to switch over. But I think they got a good chance of winning the House, and they're gonna indict. They're gonna indict. They're gonna what you call it? I forgot the name of this. Well, he's not indicted. He twice impeached. He's gonna get impeached again. He may even get impeached twice. So he's gonna get impeached, and then of course we know the Senate is gonna fold like a cheap suit and not convict him. But let him get it. So I want him to be a 4-term or 5-term or 5-time impeached president. Okay. But like I said, his karma is coming for him. Anyway, in the description box are links to my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram. Also have a link to my main channel, Trepacer, as well. Also have a link down below to my Patreon, which is only $5 a month. Over 200 videos on there. You get 5-minute preview clips of all the content that I have on there. Follow the link. It'll take you to my Patreon page. Also, I have a link down below to my merchandise store. As you can see, I'm wearing one of my t-shirts with my logo on it. Okay, I show hats, t-shirts, mugs, sweatshirts, hoodies, water bottles, for men, for women, unisex. Follow the link. It'll take you to my store. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel, and I truly appreciate it. Also, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so you know when I upload new content to this channel. And this is Paul saying so long, and take care.